let's summarize what we learned in the previous class yesterday and today. Yes, friends, come on, please. Firstly, we got Azure account,
SQL
right?
server. SQL server.
Azure SQL server, exactly. Also called as logical
Database.
server, right? Logical server.
Logic
Because there is
server.
no operating system involved. Come on, friends. What next? What we learned yesterday? How to
Database.
exactly
Database.
create Azure SQL database.
Database.
Come on. What next?
SQL pool.
Create Azure SQL pool. What is the currency unit here? Come on, friends. Please. What's the currency unit here? Please.
Data transmission.
DTU.
Data
Here
TTUs.
DW.
DWS.
Exactly. DWs. Yep. Others, please check your mic with you all. Please check it. Come on, friends. What next we did yesterday? How to enable or how to configure Azure firewall, right? You remember this?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we got total 4 components yesterday, 4 Azure components. This is using IP address, right? You remember this? Add client IP
Yes, sir.
or particular IP, whatever. Number 6.
Connecting to SSMS.
Yes, Azure SQL Server database pool from SSMS to.
SSMS to.
Yes. Today what we learned, how to create tables.
How to create a table.
And how to perform data import activities.
And monitoring the.
How to monitor. The query is still loading and we see some 17 crore, 2,61,000 rows and count is still increasing. This is the number of bytes being loaded right now. So here it is, number 7 today. How to create tables in SQL pool. You got 2 partition types, 3 distribution types, right? Isn't it? You remember?
Yes.
Left, right. What are these? Left, comma, right.
Yes, sir.
Round robin.
Round robin. And replicate.
Yes. Round robin. Hash.
Replicate.
Yes. Observe carefully. Next.
And we did the how, like importing data from log.
Exactly. Yes, yes, you're right. Yes. From here, yes, after we create the tables, we verify it from user interface, right? Isn't it? You remember? Verify it from the user interface.
Yes, sir.
Right? Yes, here it is. Anyway, that's not so technical. And from here, we understood how to import data. That is more important. Here it is. Number 8. How to import data from
Table.
a blob
URL.
binary. Please by heart this new term today. Binary large object. Okay.
Object.
Simply say like a Google Drive kind of link, just like a Google Drive link. Remember, just like that. We are going to configure this kind of data source. Very first example, data factory will do. We have some problem here, right? We are going to address it. We have some problem with this kind of traditional TSQL data imports. That's the reason we need to go for data factory or Synapse Analytics or both. We'll see. Binary large object blob data source. How to import data, then how to monitor the data imports, right? Isn't it? Here we got 2 system views. What are they? sys dot dm underscore pdw. Remember, parallel data warehouse. PW exec requests. By heart it. Exec requests. One more, by heart them. We need them for our day-to-day activities. It's our duty as a data engineer to keep monitoring what's happening inside the SQL pool. And we cannot depend on the user interface all the time, you know. Queries are always the quick way to get the things, reusable items. You get the query with you, ready, you can use it any number of times. PDW, DMS, Data Movement Service Workers. In this process, we also learned something called compute nodes plus 100C. First control node, right? Isn't it? You remember main control node, right? Remember that, everyone, please.
Awesome.
Remember, I was
Compute.
comparing just like a Windows database, right?
Control node and then compute nodes.
Exactly. Control node, compute nodes. Observe carefully here. Okay. Next. With this information, here it is. Please check your mic. Please check your mic. Please. For control node and compute node, what's the purpose of control node? To allocate the resources. You remember that, everyone, please? Yes.
Yeah.
Purpose of control node, resource allocation. And compute node, actual processing operations. And finally, we have storage, right? I was studying something called storage account. What does it contain? Come on, please. You remember? What does it contain? Storage account.
It will have the MDF
MDF.
file. Yeah.
Are we getting it, please? Everyone, compare with our regular SQL server. Things become easier. Yep.
Yes, sir. Sir, before I told like Spark table,
That is different, dear.
Spark
That
it
is
and
Spark
this is
database.
MDF.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
Spark
yes,
database. This is SQL
yeah.
pool database, right? Both are different, actually.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Fine. Their parquet, dear. Just leave it. We are very new to this environment. Simply say MDF, LDF. Just like a regular SQL server. We are in Azure SQL server now. That's it. Fine. Please go through 10-point checklist carefully. Any questions? Please check your mic. Any questions? Please let me know. From here, we need to start with data factory. There is a reason for it. We'll do slowly, step by step. Why data factory? How data factory? We need to have nice set of activities next. We need to start from what is data factory, incremental loads, blob data loads, on-premise to Azure data loads, something called CDC, change data capture, type 1, type 2 SCDs, lot of activities, security, monitoring, and all we need to do. Pipeline schedules, parameters, etc. We'll do it one by one. Any questions here, let me know on first chapter, 1 to 6 items. Second chapter today, 7 to 10 items. I'll wait, please.